Hello YouTube, I have just blogging this epiphany that I had last night. And I will admit one thing about it. It was slightly inspired, or sparked, whichever you want to say, from after reading V for Vendetta. And also think about Nazis. Because it's the main point between it. I realized that after a moment, after a time of extreme chaos, order will follow. And whenever extreme order is here, chaos will follow. All trying to balance it out. I think it's perfect. I think it's awesome how that happens. It's so odd. It's so peculiar. Now, I know this isn't. I know that's probably the cheesiest inspiration to have for an epiphany, you know. But just hear me out. Take for instance the Germans, Nazi Germany, and please don't think anybody that knows me knows that I don't really think that the Germans themselves are Nazis. Far from it. But moving on. After World War I, Germany was kind of in shambles. Everybody was really in shambles. Well, except for us, really. We were getting there, weren't we? Never mind. That's not important. Germany was pretty much in the gutter. It was completely disorganized. There was so many people just talking. You know, not so. No one was actually acting. No one was actually organizing. Then in comes Hitler. In comes the Nazis. There comes the order. They gave the people what they wanted and what they needed. They needed organization. They needed a leader, a flat-out leader. Unity, that's what they wanted. That's like what they needed. Personally, just a side note, I believe in unity to a limit. But more of that later on, or another blog. This one, they also gave them scapegoats, thus the Holocaust, thus too much order. True, it wasn't exactly order for the Jews, the gays, the blacks, or the gypsies at that time. But it was what they wanted, though. Or no, sorry. I'm trying to think of how to put this properly. It was they were their scapegoats, yes. I mean, the big leader says, hey, get rid of these guys, they're the problem, whatever. You know, let's just have our own little group. Whereas with, like, America, we pretty much just let everybody, all the groups, just do their own little thing. You know, as long as they don't maim, torture, kill, whatever, blah, 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 blah. But anyway, getting back to the right point. Basically, I'm trying to say is that the more the Holocaust had happened, the more it became more organized. then the chaos started to come. The Allied powers started to get a little more stronger because America finally came to grips. They finally got themselves more built up. England was starting to get built up more as well. Of course, but somehow from the Americas, blah 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 blah, whatever. Okay, and I'm sorry if I am wrong in any of my historical facts, but I'm just trying to make a point here. Anyway, but basically, the Allied powers gave the Axis power chaos by opposing them. Of course, a part of me thinks that it happened beforehand by their own foolishness and by whenever the Nazis had decided, hey, let's go overthrow Russia. Big mistake. Naturally, I don't need to tell you what happened with that. Basically, false deals were made, as well as a lot of German Nazi German soldiers, sorry, were just eradicated. They just got fucked up the ass because of Russia's numbers and of the cold. Anyway, either way, some moment of chaos came suddenly. Russia started to go completely downhill. Nazi Germany came just straight line down. Thus, the chaos came back. Now, we can also take another lesson from this. Whenever we let ourselves come and become too organized and think, oh, you know what, oh yeah, sure, we can play around a little bit, that's when we're asking for chaos to come. Also in the Dark Knight movie, Batman brought order back in from the chaos that the mob bosses brought in. Then, all of a sudden, bam, Joker comes in. Agent of Chaos. But anyway, you get the idea, you get the idea of what I'm trying to say. First, Nazi Germany was in chaos. Then, they were organized. Made a mistake. Forces of chaos came up against them. Then, boom, chaos took over. They're starting to get built up right now, from what I understand. And you know what? I'm glad for them. You know, as long as they don't bring back Hitler's ideas, then, hey, Germany, get going. Anyway, I think I've ranted enough. Thank you for listening, if you listened to the whole thing. If not, fuck you, but, you know. Anyway, that's it. Bye-bye.